a lot of religious zealots in the crypto space. It's because we're partnering with the man. We decided if you want to enable an internet of value, you got to connect to the repositories of value. And the repositories of value are the banks.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. We have CPI data coming in. As we know, the media is going to create the narrative. It's only a 10% down from forecast, but of course they're playing it up. Stock market is booming, but the only thing you have to do is watch the indicators. That's the reason why I teach you about the bond market and yield rates. But guys, like I went over yesterday, we have CBOE to launch Bitcoin and Ethereum margin futures January of 2024. So guys, the casino is staying open. And we know the casino just brings in more volatility. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Guys, the only thing you have to do is follow the Fed. We know inflation hasn't went anywhere. It's just corporate greed. But we have yield rates plummeting. We have the dollar dropping, and guys, we know that is great for markets, especially for tech stocks. And now you see the Russell even getting a break, because these small cap stocks, guys, have been getting beaten down. And they're not going to tell you that in the media. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, we have volume and crypto up. Of course, guys, in order to make a big move up or a big move down, you have to have volume. And then we have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether as $20 billion to its market cap so far this year. And we know USD has went backwards the same amount this year. Now, we have DYDX is working with Circle to give Cosmos' Noble users better access to USDC. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1 trillion. And we're going to see how far they allow this to go before they bring in another safety net. And when it comes to the bears, guys, you have a lot of money sitting on the sideline. And it's not like the Fed can't see it. And that's the reason why we're seeing so much manipulation coming in. That's the reason why I kept the Treasury auction video in there, because it clearly was a bad auction and the dealers came in and saved it. And that is causing the markets to move up. But anyone who understands finances, you can clearly see the manipulation. And that's the reason why you follow the Fed. Take the guesswork out and follow the money. And if yield rates stay this low, we know when it comes to crypto, we'll benefit over the weekend. Remember, we're the only game in town. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale sending about $29.5 billion. Now, we have the first deadline window looms for the SEC to approve a Bitcoin spot ETF November 17th. If it doesn't get approved, we're looking at the first quarter of next year. And remember, guys, Bitcoin and crypto have been pumping off news. Nothing fundamental, pumping off news. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. We have Reddit token Moon rockets 150% amid hopes of revival and burn. Now, yesterday, the big news on social media, you had a BlackRock XRP trust filing, which was fake. And guys, someone went to a lot of trouble, like I stated last night. And this type of trouble looks like an inside job. But that brief spike in XRP caused XRP futures liquidation of 7.2 million in a few hours. And guys, everybody saw what I've been saying. XRP and XLM moved together. And this news had nothing to do with XLM. Guys, it's all an algorithm. And then lastly, guys, we have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, discredited maximalist, says that it's going to be a multi-chain world. And guys, we know these different blockchains bring on different use cases. But we know the real reason why you have the maximalists. They purchased the token and they want it to moon. That's the only reason why you have it. And we've seen this in crypto from the beginning. But Brad Garlinghouse stated a long time ago that only 1% of these cryptos are going to survive. And now, guys, only 1% of the 1% are going to survive. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.